Hi, folks. Thanks for your time and thanks for joining me in another episode of Let's Talk Life and Careers. This is about information integrity. Well, what is information integrity? You will see in the next few minutes. We're not talking about integrity in life. We're not talking about your truthfulness to life and commitment to people all around. We are only talking about integrity from a professional sense. And here in this particular episode, it is all the more about what you document on your resume, what you write on your professional CV. That information integrity is what we talk about. A lot of times we take making a CV very lightly and trivially, and there's always that little temptation to try and cook up or dress up the CV according to the needs. When I say dressing up, I'm talking about not just talking about faking information. I'm also talking about making up experiences, not showing frequent jumps, and trying to inflate the roles and responsibilities and a whole lot of things like that. All of us are prone to do that, and probably some of us have done that earlier also. But today, I think the workspace has changed. The human resources reference check model has changed, and the way recruiters, the corporate recruiters hire people has changed. You should all be aware of that completely, and only then will you understand what information integrity or how important information integrity is all about. Gone are the days when what you said is taken on face value, or what is written on your CV is taken on face value. Today, the reference check system is extremely strong. Earlier on, maybe years back, it started off in a very small way in the tech space, primarily in the information technology industry. They had very robust reference checking systems, and now it has gradually started permeating across all the industries, the tech sectors, non-tech sectors, manufacturing, automobile, you name the space, there are arbitrary reference checks made on every candidate. Maybe at the entry level, these reference checks may not be very strong because they are hiring you from the campus, or you probably come with less than 3 to 5 years of experience. So the risks involved in hiring someone who's not stated the truth is relatively lesser than hiring someone at a senior level, about 5 to 10 years or 10 years and more. Hiring someone who's not stating the facts on the CV is very risky for this organization. Yeah, you may think that end of the day they are going to ask me for 2 references, and I'm going to give them 2 references. I'll tutor those 2 references what to tell. I think that is a normal tendency. But now most large organizations, most organizations of repute have started taking reference checks extremely seriously. They don't go by what you say. They don't go by what references you've given. They also do an independent reference check. There are a whole lot of organizations who are hiring third-party reference check companies. Those companies really go to the root of your personal and professional details, get them cross-verified, get them vetted, speak to people in the industry, and a whole lot of dynamics goes through in these third-party reference checking. In fact, many technology companies, multinational and Indian companies, not only do single reference check, they do multiple reference check, meaning they will check your references when you're joining the organization. They'll also cross-check the information 3 or 6 months down the line after you join the organization to re-establish that whatever is obtained by them is facts. So with this kind of a scenario, and with this kind of the scenario evolving more and more, it is extremely difficult for you to, if I can use the word, lie through your teeth on the CV and then get away with it. Gone are those days, and it is extremely risky. So try and avoid stating anything beyond the truth, or which is apart from truth, on your CV. Your CV is 2-page long, 3-page long. Of course, you can write a lot about your soft skills and exaggerate a bit on your soft skills and things like that, but never ever depict wrong roles, depict organizations where you've not worked, depict inflated titles which were not given to you on paper, dress up the chronology of working in organizations, hide frequent jumps. Never resort to all these things, because number one, it reflects a lot on you professionally, it reflects on you in person, but more than that, The risk of being trapped by organizations and then getting thrown out of the job, even for what can seemingly be very, very small mistakes, has become very, very high. The costs we pay for dressing up a CV are not low costs anymore. They're very, very high costs. And these costs are so high that, number one, 6 months or 8 months down the line, after joining a new organization in a very, very good role, you'll probably be shown the door. And number two, if word spreads around in the market that you have someone who's played around with information integrity, then the word is going to spread, and it is very difficult for you to look for appropriate opportunities. All the more it is pertinent to point out here that the HR fraternity, the human resources fraternity in any industry is very, very fairly tight-knit. People know each other. VP HRs, functional heads of HR know each other. They keep talking to each other. If you are in the automobile industry, your head HR knows all the automobile industry head HRs, or at least all those reputed or big ones. Similarly, if you are in a manufacturing company, your head HR knows all the head HR or the manufacturing HR ones. Likewise across all industries. So if this is the case, there are a lot of informal talks about very key hires. People are not going to hire you and just stay blind to whatever is happening or whatever is stated on your CV. People are going to keep checking. People are going to talk about your performance. People are going to check about your past performance. And not just that, people are also really going to verify whether you sticked on for so long. What exactly did you do? What was your delivery? What was your achievement? What was your accomplishment in the role? And a whole gamut of things which involve your career path till date. So my sincere suggestion is never ever play with information integrity. Information integrity is sacrosanct as far as your CV is concerned. Value every word which you are mentioning on the CV, be it personal details, professional details, the place where you live, whether you're married or not, your family information, who are your dependents, and more than that, further details, your educational qualification, state the complete truth in your educational qualification, when did you pass, and furthermore, how many organizations have you worked for, what is the calendar in each organization, what is the role responsibility. Make sure that every word which is mentioned in your CV is almost or closest to the truth if possible, and don't write anything away from the truth. Believe me, gone are the days when you can get away with writing half-truths and lies in your CV. It is just a matter of weeks or months before the head of HR of your organization is going to find out that your CV is cooked up. They have very robust internal teams to cross-verify things. As I said earlier, they also have started depending on external fact-checking agencies, if I can call them, or verification check agencies, if I call them. And these people in no time can really find out what is wrong or what is right mentioned in your CV. So be very careful. On the professional front, information integrity is the most powerful thing. And information integrity, if you stick to it, will take you places. It will not give you any problems. And all the more, on a lighter vein, it is so easy to remember the truth, whereas when you really cook up something on your CV, it is going to be tough to remember what you change, because you're going to modify the CV for each employer. Depending on the employer, you're going to write something in your CV, and that when cross-checked in your interview or in your discussions, you're going to really find it very, very difficult to remember every falsehood which you've written in your CV. So remember only the truth on the CV. There might be difficulties, there might be problems in your salary negotiations. There might be you might be probably be paid a little lesser than what others are getting, but that's all fine. You will not be faced in a situation where your job is going to be at stake, your reputation is going at stake. That is the importance of information integrity. For God's sake, information integrity is sacrosanct. Stick to it 100%, 200%. Never write anything apart from truth on your CV. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'll come with a lot of contemporary and useful topics on both life and careers. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.